Red Pill disclaimer. Welcome to Gawdzell's channel. By watching this video, you are choosing to take the red pill and see how deep the rabbit hole goes. All opinions expressed are Gawdzell's alone, and any copyrighted content belongs to its respective owners. Viewer discretion is advised.
Can you see it now? Can you see the Matrix for what it truly is?
Oh, what's good, y'all? Welcome back to another one. It's going to be another great video. As always, let's get right into it.
If you don't have people around you, it can be a girl. If a girl around you is not aligned with your vision, you gotta get away from them.
I'm telling you,
you gotta get away from them.
I cut them off. I ain't got nothing. My roster on nothing right now.
They will stunt your growth.
Yep.
And they gonna cap. And the thing about it is, they not. Baby, you thinking down here, I'm thinking up here. If you don't have people around you, it can be a girl. If a girl around you is not aligned with your vision, you gotta get away from them.
I'm telling you,
you gotta get away from them.
When you stub your toe, do you wonder how to draw that emotion? Well, let me show you. By drawing a neutral face. Now,
wall charger plugged in there. Reading power. The phone here. Not reading any power on it. Plug it in. Oops. Got power running all through it. Let me see your hand. Turn your hand over. Yeah, no, don't hold on yet. Let me see your hand. Turn it over. Okay, now hold her hand. Let go. Okay, do it on your own. Okay, let go. Touch her face.
There's the blocker. See? It neutralizes it. And you can see that the phone is on. There you go. There's the phone that doesn't have a blocker. Look at how high that is. Just telling people that want to protect their kids, their family, themselves from headaches, nausea, fatigue. You know what? This really does work. It's up to you whether you want to buy one or not. I'm not here to sell anything. I'm just trying to help people out.
Wall charger plugged in there.
It's crazy how like our phones and stuff is really affecting us, and we really don't be caring. We really don't. We still be doing our same.
Why are all these celebrities using this black goo? So Megan Fox just dropped this picture, and we'll talk about the other celebrities in a second, but check this out. She made an announcement with this picture, and it was for her pregnancy. And this sent social media into a frenzy, because wouldn't you want the imagery to resemble the exact opposite? Now this got me thinking. I've seen this a lot recently. So on Lady Gaga's last music video, we see this black goo with a dark version of herself, throws it up onto her, and she indulges in it. Many think that this was her symbolizing that she is embracing her inner demons. Then on Justin Timberlake's last music video, he had something very similar. A literal demon is throwing up the same black goo onto him, symbolizing some type of dark possession, while it's all over his face, and demons in the music video continue to surround him. And someone who uses this often is Billie Eilish. One song, she drinks it and it oozes out of her eyes. On another song, I think she is representing Lucifer, and she is covered in it while she spreads her dark wings. So we can see clearly that this imagery represents some type of inner struggle, some type of possession, or any type of darkness. But why would Megan Fox use this in her pregnancy announcement? Why are all these celebrities using this black goo?
Now here's the flower of life.
Okay.
You know?
Yep.
The age of it is almost unknown.
Oh, yeah.
But each and every, it's 64 overlapping circles, but there are no straight lines there. But at a time when the thought was that there were straight lines or the world was flat, guess what they did? They averaged the spaces where the circles overlap.
Exactly.
And I was like, oh, that's an average. That's an approximation. That's not real.
Right.
You know, the Pythagorean theorem coming from the cube. So I was like, what happens if I take 4 of the individual pieces that make up the flower? And that's 4 of the triangular pieces that makes up the flower. So I was like, if I take 4 of these triangular pieces and put them together based on universal ratios, then it gave me this negative space where 4 bubbles met. And based on what Walter Russell had talked about in the nature of how electricity moves, it's always seeking a higher pressure condition. So this area in here, this area right here is where electricity is going to be spinning northeasterly.
Okay.
Spinning to the right. Now, as the electricity, as each wave hits here, now it's being pushed by other waveforms, and so it gets pushed out to these vortices at the tip, and now it's no longer able to spin northeast, and so it starts, because it has low density, it has nothing to push against, so it starts spinning southwesternly. Now here's the flower of life.
Okay. That's interesting. How even, like, it adds up like that, like, it's strange.
You know what's crazy about SpaceX? Well, it's being celebrated that they just flew 870 miles into space, which was incredible and amazing, right? But almost 60 years ago, 50 some odd years ago, we were on the moon, which complete with the dune buggy thing and excursion, and they had less computing power than they do today. And the moon is almost 240,000 miles away. So, do you see the issue here? You know what's crazy about SpaceX?
There is no power with us being disconnected. See, there's nothing wrong with dispersion. I live in Cleveland, you live in Atlanta. We have folk in the Caribbean, we have folk in Africa. That's dispersion. That's okay, but we do not have to be disconnected. We are a disconnected people. We are powerless in disconnection. This is where all the power is. You see? This is where all the power is. Whether you are at the center of your own network or a part of someone else's network, this is where the power is. There's a beautiful African proverb that says, when spiders unite, they can tie up a lion. There is no...
That's dope, man. Imagine we all was on the same page, man. Come on, y'all. We could really stop some stuff.
3, 2, 1. Guys, so me and my son just made a bet. He's gonna try to embarrass me in public. I'll give him $20.
You already had your reservations towards religion.
I had reservations in kindergarten.
What informed you that early?
They said Christians are the lambs of God. And I know sheep are very stupid animals. So I wanted to be a goat. I realized goats were very intelligent and sheep were not. I said to my friends, the Bible was written by a liar like me. That's why I don't believe in it. Wow. And they went to report to the teacher. I fear religion more than anything in this world. When you veer away from religion, people think it's because you are not interested in God. But it's the opposite. Religion comes between you and God. I don't want there to be anything between me and God. I want to have a direct relationship with God. All religions say there is only one God. Whether it is true or not, it means Christians and Muslims, even when they are fighting, they are worshipping the same God, because they both believe there is one God. So religion is what creates the conflict between human beings. God unites us, but religion divides us. So I like the God without the religion. You know, in Ghana, I see 3-year-old children, they can recite ABCD up to Z, but actually, what does that prove? It doesn't prove anything. So we should teach young children how to play, to interact with other children, to improve their social skills. So our obsession with teaching children 1 to 100 when they are 2 years old, it's not healthy for our children. Our education system has done us more harm than good. So far, the primary purpose of our educational system so far has been to separate us from our inherent identity. First of all, you are not taught in your own language. If you go to church, they preach to you in your own language. The only book that has ever been translated into our languages is the Bible. But what they pretend to be teaching us, they never translated into our languages. So we never understood it. So the primary purpose of education is to indoctrinate you with religion. There is no school in Ghana where religion is not compulsory. Primary purpose of education, as it was brought to us, was to teach us religion. That is why they translated the religion into our language, but they didn't translate anything else into our language. That means they are not actually interested in us learning anything other than religion. Our entire system of education is based on the British model. The British were not interested in making us better people. Otherwise, they would not have colonized us. Colonizing somebody is not about helping them, it's about helping yourself.
You already have your reservations.
Yeah, the black man is God. God is supreme being. And we know a being is something that exists in reality. Something that you can see, touch, and feel and hear. Something you can examine and observe. That's a being.
So there's no God outside of the body, you say?
Now, Cypher, when you talk about God, you talk about man. Because man is the highest form of intelligence. So you got to be supreme. Supreme to mean the most high. So when you deal with man, you're dealing with intelligence. So when you're dealing with the black man, you're dealing with the supreme intelligence, the dominant intelligence. So we're dealing with supreme being, we're dealing with something that's mental and physical. First it starts with the mental because it's dealing with black. Then it starts with the body. The body represents whatever's going on in the mind. It always starts in the mind. So the original black man is God. And that's what's saying who God is. God is the black man. The black man is you, God. And the black woman is the earth. Yeah, the black man is God. God is supreme being. And we know a being.
We make energy from sunlight. People who are in the sun eat less food. Let your kids be outside in the sun. Take their shirts off. Let them run around barefoot on the grass. You know what you get from the ground? You get electrons. The same thing. It's straight free energy. What runs through a mitochondria that makes all the ATP? The electron transfer chain. It's not a fat acid train. It's not a carbohydrate train, protein. The sun is a nutrient. It is not out to kill you. The idea that the sun is giving you cancer is the most asinine, insane, gaslighting, ridiculous statement on earth. It makes all life exist. It charges everything. We are alive because of the power of the sun. Yet you want to tell people to slather on carcinogenic chemicals, bake it into their skin with the suns, and say, oh, that's what's aging you. I'm 51 years old. I've never used sunscreen. I don't have anything done to my face. I eat a crap ton of meat and I drive a convertible. I want as much sun as I possibly can get, you know, because it makes me younger. They're lying to you. They've lied about almost everything. Do the opposite of what the government says. We make energy.
Real. They've been lying since birth. Since we came out the womb, they've been lying. For real. Let's see. 51, damn. Sun, hey, that sun hopes. Be running with the sun, man.
Stop wasting time. It is now about to be 2025 already. Trump became president. Things are changing. You're starting to see the fake for what it really is. Things are starting to happen and manifest in ways that it's never had before, y'all. I am in Thailand right now, bro, in this crazy, crazy crib. I was broke doing DoorDash. 9 months ago. How am I here? It does not make sense. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Lock in and get this abundant energy because it's flowing. Ask people, bro. It is flowing. How long you gonna continue to see other young people get rich and turn up before you do it yourself? And I get sometimes, you know what I'm saying, it could be challenging. And that's exactly why I'm offering free mentorship right now. Like, yes.
The West End Mall has been purchased for $450 million. Now, I know what you're thinking. Why would anybody spend that much money on the mall? People ain't really going to the malls like that no more. Check this out. They're converting it into affordable housing with over 900 units. Do y'all know how much equity that is? Do y'all know how much value that is? How much they gonna make when they refinance? This is where real wealth is created. And I post stuff like this because I really want us to see and understand how important this stuff is. I've been trying to buy an apartment building since 2021. It's 2024. Finna be 2025. I still ain't got one, but I'm still working. I'm still grinding. You know, still saving my money. You know, I'm still making my credit stronger. The last guy I bought my last property from, he was an older black guy. That was actually his last multi-family house that he sold to me. He's moving into buying these apartments. So I'm only saying this just to raise awareness, you know, just to have a dialogue about something that can possibly push us forward. There's programs out there now where you don't even have to have no tax returns. You can show them rental history, 12 months of rental history. If you have 12 months of on-time rental history, on-time payments, you can use that to as documents to go get an apartment building or a 2-unit or a 4-unit. But you still got to have the credit worthiness and you still got to have that down payment money. So yeah, I've been trying to buy an apartment for since 2021 for 3 years. Me and my partner, man, we didn't walk down so many apartments, submitted so many bids, but you know, it's a fight. You know, it's a fight because you know, you're fighting against these corporations and against these companies that got real money, so they can outbid you. Your money, if your money ain't all the way together, you will get outbidded. But yeah, y'all, I just wanted to put this on y'all, man.
So apparently the sky is falling, and no Chicken Little. We have actual clouds from the sky that's falling, turning into physical matter. On some cloudy with a chance of meatball type shit. When have y'all ever seen a cloud fall? Like clouds is getting so diabolical, they decided that they didn't want to be in the air no more and wanted to experience what a walk is. And now we have to call Scooby-Doo on the sky. I'm fucking flabbergasted. Maybe it's all the CTs they putting in the sky. Like, since when did clouds decided that they didn't want to be clouds anymore and transform themselves into pillow cushion? All bullshit aside, what's really going on with the sky? And why is there clouds that are literally falling from the sky? I have never seen this ever in my life. All over the world. I'm definitely getting Chicken Little vibes from this. Like, what's next, twin? A goddamn alien invasion? But y'all let me know, what's y'all thoughts on clouds falling from the sky in the comments? Like and follow for more wisdom and stay tuned. So apparently, like the fact that we have people that are selling garbage juice soup, collecting goop oil from a trash bin, and then going inside of their restaurant. This got to be the most diabolical shit I done seen all week. This is literally the definition of you cannot eat everybody's food. Because you got some people out here taking recipes from Oscar from Sesame Street. Like their secret recipe to make it taste deliciousness is a rat swimming pool. Talk about a fast food restaurant. Eating this shit gonna turn you to Benjamin Button. Because every bite that's consumed is a year gone from your life. Makes sense if you eating garbage secretion. Like we are literally watching the behind the scenes film of a new virus be created. So don't be surprised when we seeing these ultra super bacteria infections spreading. Yep, it's all making sense now. Now I'm super curious, what do y'all think about this video in the comments? Like and follow for more wisdom and stay tuned. Be aware, don't be eating at everybody's restaurant because you might just catch you a bowl of goop scoop. Like the fact
the old ways of doing things. That's how they open refrigerators? They had a whole spinning device in the fridge.
That's
That
cool.
was so much better back then. And that's a can opener. That is cool. Oh, you can take out the whole ovens? Bro, we really downgraded.
We do. We do.
And you didn't have to spin the light bulb and you just put it in? What a love to just put it in. That's pretty good. But what happened to the innovation in appliances? I don't need an LCD screen. I need this. They were really built not to break. Why did they stop making stuff like this? It's so cool. What did you do? Oh, I want one of those today. That was crazy. The old ways of doing.
A doctor applies the liquid nitrogen directly to the wart, which can cause the skin to blister. This process destroys the wart tissue by freezing it, which kills the cells. And over the next few days, the dead tissue will start to peel away. The body then begins to heal the area underneath, and new skin forms. In a week or two, the wart will fall off, leaving behind the healthy skin. A doctor applies the liquid nitrogen directly to the wart.
Bro, move, you get ran over. I'll go around it. That's crazy.
this is how your emotions affect your brain. As y'all can see, ADHD. Now this is anxiety under the brain skin. Look at PTSD versus a normal brain. Depression versus a normal brain. Bipolar disorder versus now you see why it's so important that you keep your emotions in check, because it's literally affecting your brain. And yes, to the point to where it's physically affecting you. Like right here, stress can cause inflammation in the brains or headaches, which can cause you to damage your brain cells. Or like how emotional abuse can cause your brain tissues to thinning. Or how about how anger can reduce the reaction time of your brain? And the list literally goes on and on and on. So whether you stressed out, you sad, you angry, need to do your best on keeping your emotions under control, because it is physically affecting your brain. And we all know that the brain is the motherboard of the body, right? So if you want to take care of it, get your mental right. But I'm curious, y'all let me know y'all thoughts on how emotions can affect your brain in the comments. Like and follow for more wisdom and stuff.
That is interesting how emotions can affect your brain though. Like, it's like that's why it's like you really gotta make sure your frequency is high. Sorry, we though.
All psychology, all neuroscience.
Maybe your thoughts create your reality. It's like you'll be thinking of something and then that bad thought you was thinking comes to existence. Like that's why you gotta really just, you know, especially if you pay attention on a bad thought for a while, it's like it manifests. Like, so you gotta always like keep your mind, you know, fresh.
Psychology, all neuroscience. And this is, I think, the most...
Yo!
That's AI, right?
This is a Lilith parade, bro. Yo. Look at this. Bro. And then it's like a machine. Yo. One more time. Yo! Are y'all seeing this, bro? Look, somebody recording it. What? Y'all, that is a Lilith on a scorpion body. What is the world coming to? Wake up! Yo!
People that use the sauna 2 to 3 times a week are about 22% less likely to die from sudden cardiac death compared to people that only use the sauna 1 time a week. But people that use the sauna 4 to 7 times a week are 63% less likely to die from sudden cardiac death compared to people that use the sauna 1 time per week. So there's a dose-dependent effect with more frequent sauna bathing, more robust effects on cardiovascular health. People that use the sauna 2 to 3 times a week are about 22% less likely to die.
Don't eat and drink at the same time. Because the things that digest...
Hey, man. He right. But y'all know how you eat something? Say you just got done eating. You drink some cold water. Man, it's like the food just tastes 10 times better. Not like eating the food and drinking at the same time, but like after you, like, you know, the food is out your mouth, you then digested it, and then you drink some cold water. I don't know, man. It's just like a different. The waters will be tasting different. Am I the only one that feel like that? I can't be.
Just liquids don't digest solids. So you're making your body do all sorts of work that it don't need to do. And then when you think of how we eat and the time that we eat, there are certain things that you should not eat according to the time of day. That's why it's called break fast. Because when you wake up, you're breaking the fast that you had while you were asleep. And so you have to be careful some of the things that you ingest. One of the worst things you can do is eat a big breakfast. Because by 10 o'clock, you're ready to go to sleep. Because the energy that it takes to digest the food is the same energy it takes to do your work. So you eating all this pancake and sausage and bacon and saying, this is a good breakfast. This is a healthy heart. No, that's going to put you to sleep by 10 o'clock. That's why you need the coffee break to get out there and get some of that caffeine to keep you awake until you get to lunch, which is going to put you to sleep by 2 o'clock. Don't eat and drink at the same time.
He is not lying at all. That's how I be, man. How many of y'all still eat breakfast in this day and age? How many of y'all still eat your breakfast, man? I ain't gonna. Sometimes I slip up and get me some eggs, probably some bacon. You know, I don't know, pancakes. Pancakes is just like, that's doing too much. You got pancakes, bacon, eggs, grits, orange juice. Like, man, that's not what you need to be eating. Like, dang, people, I wonder how many people still eat like that. And if you do, it's nothing wrong with it, but it's like, at least don't indulge in that like every day, like, you know.
An arrow lodged 6 inches into the boy's cheek. The removal tool entered the hole with 2 slender arms that were inserted into the arrowhead. Wow. A needle probe was pushed down the middle, forcing the arms to then expand and gripping the hollow socket tightly. This allowed it to be carefully pulled out without breaking off inside the face. The wound was then treated with alcohol, and the boy later became King Henry V. An arrow lodged 6...
Think this whole generation. Shouldn't we be talking about that? Shouldn't we be talking about the fact that we have 1,000 ingredients in our foods that are illegal in other countries, in Europe, etc., and that we're just systematically poisoning this generation?
Now, one of the things RFK has spoke about before at length is the spraying of 1 billion pounds of pesticides, including glyphosate, onto our foods. Now, anything that's strong enough to neutralize a plant or an herb is also strong enough to neutralize the beneficial gut bacteria in your digestive tract, which is supposed to be what helps you to digest things like actual bread and gluten. In Europe, for example, there's much less gluten sensitivity, but they eat more bread than us. It's because they don't spray glyphosate on their wheat. At least that's what some studies suggest. And that glyphosate wipes out your gut bacteria, which is what's supposed to enable you to digest gluten. Thank you to Intelligent Wellbeing for these put together post. Now, RFK served as a lawyer in the first lawsuit against then Monsanto's herbicide Roundup, the Johnson versus Monsanto Co. case, with a $280 million suit, which Bayer and Monsanto lost. Testosterone levels are down, fertility's down, and people's pineal glands are calcified. The good news is Black Friday pre-sale is now launched for chalk supplements, which is free.
That's why we bring it back to the Willie Lynch letters, right? We're going to hyper-emasculate the woman, and then we're going to emasculate the black man. And that was the agenda. So now I can't bear kids, right?
So it's a problem?
Listen to what I'm saying. I'm not here to pass judgment. Only God can do that.
No, but it's a problem.
I'm here to give information. A woman has a particular role, and if she doesn't play that role, there's no family or no family structure.
Mm-hmm.
A man, the black man, has a role he has to play. If he doesn't play that role, there's no family or family structure. So you've been taught that you're maintaining a child is raising a child as a single mother. So you're thinking that, food, clothes, and shelter, it's not raising a child. That's maintaining a child. To raise a child, you need man and woman in that household. You need a coalition of masculine and feminine energy working simultaneously together. But just because you get support from the government, you mistake the maintenance as the raising, and then now the child is up because that daughter doesn't see a man in the home, so she doesn't know how to be nurturing for the man that eventually is in her home.
The support from the government, you mean like
government
Section
8? Yeah, all that type of stuff.
Right.
On that.
Okay, I got it. I'm asking because I want it from you.
But you're being
a
welfare
woman
Section 8.
that has a successful business.
But you can't.
When I'm talking about Section 8, is that a problem? I'm not talking about Section 8. Nobody is on Section 8.
You can't spin me. What I'm saying is Section 8 is the thing.
Nobody.
That's why we bring it back to the Willie Lynch letters, right?
Even police are speeding to Boss Man D-Lo's music while in a high-speed chase.
Oh, nigga, I get you a bag, baby. I be where the bosses is. I see all that ass, baby. Let me see how I'm a certified finesse. Your ass, man.
Question becomes, what the fuck is your kids doing?
Huh?
Is they learning anything? Are you sure as the parent? Huh? Because these little motherfuckers look smart as fuck. They look well and able. Independent. He a young father. I could tell already. Yeah, they hold the house down when mom and them go to work. Oh yeah, hand and eye coordination all the way the fuck together. I'ma just go ahead and be nigga knees tomorrow.
Nigga knees.
Fuck all that. The nigga come first, but the knees is after. You feel what I'm saying? Look how they just everything is just so. It's so ooh. Question becomes, what the fuck is your kids doing?
Nigga knees is too funny, bro.
You change your diet and you start eating fruits. These are your most energetic foods that's available to earth for human beings. They grow close to the sun. So the sun is taking these foods to photosynthesis. They're getting chlorophyll, chloroplasts. This scientifically proven that fruits operate every 10 units, they give you 12,000 angstroms of energy. Every 10 units that you eat a fruit, it gives you 12,000 angstroms of energy. Every 10 units of meat you eat, it gives you 3 angstroms of energy. Every 10 units of vegetables you eat, it gives you 10,000 angstroms of energy. And then when you start getting lower and lower, it depletes to 0. So imagine somebody in your house eating fruits and vegetables, operating every 10 units, you're getting 12,000 angstroms of energy, and you're getting 9,000 to 10,000 angstroms of energy. Then you got your significant other that don't want to make the change, and he only taking in 3,000 angstroms of energy. She's going to be highly energetic. Her consciousness is going to be very, very expansive, and then he going to be on a lower frequency. You change your diet and you start eating fruits. These are your...
The diabolical truth about hamburger meat they don't want you to know.
This is a combo bin of meat. A combo bin is 2,000 pounds approximately of meat that's coming in from a boning facility.
The meat in these boxes comes from many different animals and many different places. Some is even from overseas. All of it is ground together to make the juicy hamburger Americans love. Hamburger used to be the scraps left over from butchering just one cow. But a significant change has occurred. Now, parts of many cows are blended together by the ton.
That looks so disgusting.
If we take the meat from one animal and grind it up and make ground beef from just one animal, we're including only the bacteria from one animal. But if we take the meat from 1,000 different animals and grind that together,
1,000?
we're pooling the bacteria from 1,000 different animals.
1,000?
So explain this to me. How many different cows would be in one burger?
Well, I suspect that there are hundreds or even thousands of animals.
He said cows,
that
not
contribute
animals.
to a
How many
single
cows
hamburger.
is in that? I know y'all seen how great that hamburger meat was. They be putting red 40 in the meat to make it look more fresh and appealing to your eye. I don't know about you, but I know about me. I ain't eating no hamburger meat. I expose a lot of your favorite food brands.
This video is simply for entertainment purposes and merely my hypothesis. Now, ever since these deletes came out and actually openly admitted that there's extraterrestrial biological entities or UFOs and UAPs that actually fly in and out of our waters, and there could be a potential or alien threat, is what they basically stated at the UFO hearing. This basically leads me to believe that they're going to basically fake some form of alien invasion or some form of attack, all right? And this is just my hypothesis. I'm not saying this is true. The crazy thing about it is it's going to be a blend between fact and fiction, okay? Because there are extraterrestrial biological entities that are coming back and forth to this plane of existence. All right, and this has been known for centuries now. All right, there have been several individuals who have had alien abductions and things of that nature. Eddie and Barney Hill was the first to ever speak out in regards to being abducted, and they stated that they seen Zeta Reticulates. This was back in 1961. There's also the story of the Travis Walton incident. Travis Walton was taken for 4 days, okay? 6 of his co-workers seen him get struck by a UFO beam, and he went missing for 4 days. This story was actually put in a movie called Fire in the Sky. It's based on the Travis Walton incident. Most don't talk about it, but Lupe Fiasco came out some years ago and said that he was abducted by extraterrestrials when he was a kid. And it has a strange scar on his ankle to actually prove it. And he actually stand on it. People call him crazy, but I believe him. I don't believe that he's lying about it. I made mention of the whistleblower Philip Schneider that came out and spoke of subterranean bases and extraterrestrial biological entities that he encountered in the mining tunnel systems, okay? And he clearly came out and stated how the government has something called black budget, and this is just allegedly, okay? I'm not saying this is true, but this whistleblower Philip Schneider spoke on something called black budget, in which it's trillions and trillions of dollars to get set aside for investigating extraterrestrial biological entities as well as UAPs and UFOs. All right, and he said that trillions of dollars of taxpayers' dollars actually goes into these investigations. All right, and they have basically what he was implying is that most of this is done right underneath our feet, and we don't even know it, in subterranean bases. They have whole cities and infrastructures underground underneath us, allegedly, dedicated to this, all right? And he also stated that there's extraterrestrials right underneath us, walking underneath these tunnel systems that work with the government, all right, with the deletes and everything. They're actually underneath these tunnel systems, and they and he stated that they willingly, allegedly, I'll say, traffic the children and things of that nature, okay? And give them off to certain extraterrestrial biological entities that usurp what's called adrenochrome, that is actually taken from the 33rd vertebrae or the left eye. Now, some may ask, what's their purpose of actually faking an alien invasion if these beings do exist already? Why do they have to fake it? And the short answer is a distraction. All right, to actually create some form of distraction to deviate our attention. All right, now that's part of it. But the other part is they also are holding these congressional hearings and coming out and telling us this because the veil is so thin that pretty soon they're gonna have no choice but to admit it because we're gonna see it walking right outside. You're gonna have the ability of seeing these UFOs. It's only so much, and I'll say allegedly, that different chemtrails and things that block out the sky can do to stop us from really seeing what's really out there, all right? Because most of the things that get sprayed is to prevent individuals from having the ability of seeing things with their naked eye, all right? Different planetary structures that actually are in our atmosphere that we can't see with the naked eye because of certain chemicals and things of that nature that are blocking the sky out. But once all of that wears off, it's going to be a point where all our eyes are going to be pretty much open to everything. Gods and goddesses, I highly recommend to continue focusing on your ascension process and activating your cosmic light body. Now, I have been preparing you for all the machinations that the deletes want to implement to keep you from ascending to Haru consciousness, all right? It's imperative that you continue to cleanse yourself of all toxic metals, all right? To continue to detox all parasitic organisms and parasite cleanse and things of that nature, all right? Because right now, integration of the cosmic light body is going to be the most essential in order to basically win in this spiritual war. Continue to utilize things like chlorophyll that's rich in spirulina and chlorella for chelation therapy and removal of toxic metals from the body. Continue to cleanse yourself of all parasitic organisms designed to attack to your neurophysiology, all right, and implement intrusive thoughts. Sweet wormwood, black walnut, and whole cloves not only kills the parasites, but it also eradicates the eggs. Continue to utilize elixirs like monatomic gold to ensure that you have the necessary trace minerals. Humorous will decalcify as well as activate your pineal gland. Your pineal gland is your cosmic gateway and brain's antenna to higher ethereal planes of consciousness. Herbs like Haritaki have been utilized for centuries in Ayurvedic medicine for cleansing and activating the pineal gland. This is the herb that the deity Buddha is holding. Now again, the way Haritaki works is it eradicates bad microbiome in the gut. Remember, your gut is a second brain. All right, so not only does it work for decalcifying and activating the pineal gland, but it's also essential for gut health and removal of candida. Gods and goddesses, remember, we are the white blood cells of the planet, and we'll be the ones cleaning it. We will be the ones removing all the archonic parasitic organisms off the planet. What's going to happen is our ancient memories are going to resurface, and at that particular point in time, we're going to undergo a Kundalini awakening. And we're going to know exactly what to eradicate and remove from planet Tiamat in order to bring it to homeostasis. Gods and goddesses, at this point, we have to remember who we are.
Hey, y'all. Do y'all honestly think we have superpowers? Because you got to think about it, bro. Our brain is really powerful. Like, just the fact that you can even imagine you with superpowers, there is a possibility there, you know? Maybe it's not how we expect it, but there is a possibility for sure. Because just imagine yourself flying right now in your head. You know what I'm saying? If I could imagine it, don't that mean I can eventually do it one day? You know, we just probably don't know how to tap into it. That's what it is. It's the foods we eating. It's the chemicals in all the foods. It's the chemicals that they spray in the sky, probably, you know. So, do y'all honestly think we have superpowers or not? Let me know in the comments. I think we do. We just haven't tapped into them, and we lost our ability. That's what happened.
When you eat meat, it turns in, your body makes it into a sugar. And then after it reaches a certain level of sugar, it turns it into fat. So you can get overweight from eating meat. You can get overweight from eating starch. You can get overweight because your body makes its own sugar. And that's what causes people to be overweight. They think eating a low-carb bread will solve the problem, but it's the meat that will put on fat. This is made from the scrap meat that's on the slaughterhouse floor. They have a machine that separates it. So this is pork and chicken and beef all mixed together, plus it's spoiled. But it's all one color. Right. That's because they put dye in it. They dye this rotten meat. It's actually green. Mm-hmm. And it's going to cause constipation, and it's cause fermentation. Then you can get funky arms because the fumes be coming out through your arms, and your feet's going to stink because all that's rotten and stinking in your body, so the fumes are going to come out your body. You're going to need deodorant soap after a while.
But you need it anyway.
No, you don't.
Yes, you do need deodorant.
You do.
You do too. Everybody does.
Because you're eating rotten food. The natural deodorant is chlorophyll. If you eat chlorophyll, you wouldn't need the deodorant. This food has been perfumed and deodorized.
No, you don't. Yes, you do. No, you do. Because you eat meat.
Oh, shit. Look what they found in the Grand Canyon, yo.
Oh, wow.
Yo, so a drone had took a picture of this shit. And y'all know that, like, the Grand Canyon is a no-fly zone, right? Hold on, I zoomed in. Peep that shit, yo.
This is not real. This is not a picture. This picture is not real, yo. This is fake. This is AI.
Okay, you find your purpose by connecting more with yourself. Okay, the more you connect with yourself, you will know. Because guess what? everybody else on the external is not going to truly know who you are. Let's just start there. So I can't tell you what your purpose is. You will know what your purpose is because you have a higher mind. That your own higher mind will give you all the information that you need. The true guru is actually already within you. It's not outside of you. There's no guru outside of yourself. So I'm just reminding you to get back to yourself. The more you connect with yourself on a deeper level is the more you come more into the knowing. Just like intuition. Intuition is higher than the reasoning mind. And you can't really understand intuition because it's higher than the reasoning mind, because it doesn't think, it just knows, right? So the more you connect with yourself on a deeper level is the more you come into the knowing, is the more you start to come in alignment with your path, because now you're fortifying your higher mind. And how you're going to do that is actually meditation. Meditation is the gateway into accessing your higher faculties or the higher chakras. Okay, you find your purpose by connecting more.
Albert Pike said this about Freemasonry in this very book. He says that Freemasonry is based almost totally on the Kabbalah.
Yes.
Jewish magic.
Yes.
And many Jewish rabbis have admitted this, and they say that in all of the rituals of Freemasonry, you will find the Kabbalah, the system of magic of the Jews. For example, the 30th degree of Freemasonry is the Knights of Kadosh.
Yes.
And it involves skulls and black robes and a knight laying in a coffin speaking from the dead.
Yes.
And all of this turning to the god of the underworld, the gods of the underworld, is all related to Jewish Kabbalah because they believe in necromancy, yes, communication with the dead. And they believe that in the last days, a Kabbalistic master will come upon the earth and there will be a Jewish utopia, a new world order of the Jews, but they must go along with what are called the Noahide laws and be good Gentiles and go along with Kabbalah. And if they recognize that the Holy Spirit is the serpent. And by the way, that's also taught in the 32nd degree of Freemasonry, that is, the serpent is the Holy Spirit.
Right.
And he is going to encircle the earth. Albert Pike.
Yeah, I'm recording.
Like, I'm about to get copyrighted bad. All right. Let's see.
I'm just showing. Kobe Bryant, Myles Garrett of the Cleveland Browns. They kind of look alike, right? They kind of look really alike.
They do.
And there's more to it than that. There are some similarities that might just shock you if you continue to watch. And like I said, I'm not saying, I'm just showing. Now, not only do they look similar and have very similar mannerisms, but Myles Garrett just also happens to be really good at basketball. Really good. And move a heck of a lot like a certain somebody else. Do you see it? Because I sure see it. And not just on the way to the hoop, but the way they finish as well. That's a charity game. That's an NBA game. And I'm not sure what this is about, but Myles Garrett.
I don't know. Videos like this is just, I don't really see it. Like, how can not actors, how can these celebrities be really playing each other? You know, I don't see it.
An action superhero means collaborating with a team of other superheroes.
Now listen to him. When we did Hobbs and Shaw, it was supposed to be my big comedic breakout role. I was gonna be an action star, but the funny kind. I didn't get a single bloody joke. Just dry British humor. That does suck. Anyway, Deadpool and Wolverine, unlike any movie you've ever seen before. Scout's honor. Hi there. Just wanted to remind you that Deadpool.
I don't know how you do it. I don't know how people do stuff like that. Like, people really be impersonating someone else. I always found it interesting. Like, what? How? It's creepy, man. That's really creepy.
That was on. Pizza!
We have yet again another nationwide recall, which leads me to the question of what in the entire fuck is going on with the food. Over the past year, we done had over 10 nationwide recalls. So y'all remember when they did the recall on eggs because they was contaminated with salmonella? Or what about when Walmart did a recall on their ground value products? And literally many more products has been recalled. And the only thing that this does is give me the supreme motivation to start growing my own food. Because literally not even our fast food is safe, because not too long ago, didn't McDonald's just have a recall on their stuff for something like this? Like, this is not no coinkydink. Why is this now the new norm? In my 20-some years of living, I have never seen this many recalls on the food. So what is really going on with the food? Is it something that we don't know? What did I miss? Now I am curious, what is y'all thoughts on what's going on with the food and all of these recalls that talk about E. coli, salmonella, yada yada, yada yada. What's y'all thoughts on that? Like and follow for more wisdom and stay tuned.
To be honest with you, really shouldn't even be eating none of that stuff. Because recalls and all that, man, it's all type of chemicals in there. So you really don't need to be eating none of it. And if you going about ground beef, cut it out, please. Like, do that like every 3 months, you know. Get your little ground beef that month, and then, that's it. No more of that for like another 3 months. That's how you gotta be, though, for real. You don't need that stuff, y'all. You don't. Get you some spinach. You know, get you some watermelon. Get you some fruits and stuff, y'all. I know it's hard, but like at least try something. Please.
Okay, first I'm gonna scoop your shit up with this canned good lid. Now I'm just gonna go raw hand with it.
Simmy ain't got no gloves on. He just picking up loose shit out your rice. And he coughing. He got a loose chest.
Wow, he went back in the rice.
Look how he breaking the rice down like cheese.
Okay, first I'm gonna scoop your shit up with this. They have now just found signs of the Red Sea crossing actually happened. Now y'all let me know y'all thoughts on what y'all think about them finding actual evidence of a biblical story in the comments. Like and follow for more wisdom. Stay tuned. And if you want to know the method on how to get paid off of social media just by posting content, hit the link in the bio and I'm gonna teach you. They have now just found.
And we're back on another episode of Cooking with Granny. We have a rat roll with rice. Throw it in the grease. That shit gonna taste amazing. Granny, go ahead, roll that motherfucker over. Y'all see how that rat getting rolled? Do you see how that rat getting rolled? That is a rat roll with rice. Beautiful recipe. Granny, go ahead, throw it in the plate for him. Uh-oh, some of your roll done came off. Here, grab your rat. There you go, bite his back. And we're back on another episode of Cooking with Granny.
Yo, that is so nasty. How could you? How could you eat a rat? Yeah, I'm just. I'm not eating no rat. No. I don't care how hungry I get. That's the last thing I'll be trying to eat, a rat. Please get out of here.
See what's in my fridge.
What is always in your fridge?
But one thing I gotta keep in my fridge, view of water. So it's very important.
What staples do you have in your fridge?
Some I always have in my fridge. Bananas, I love bananas. Potassium, it's good for the system. Pineapples, it ain't chopped up right now. My chef usually do that. I like yogurt. And juices, I gotta keep all type of juices though. I love cran apple, my favorite. This a light day right now too.
What's your favorite protein?
Boom, chicken breast.
What does your diet consist of?
My diet consists of chicken breast, rice, pineapples, I like bananas, drink juices, fruits, you know what I'm saying? The small stuff like that. See what's in my fridge?
It's like
what is all?
It's like some of these famous people is like they catch along, you know, to the energy of the planet. That's what it is. Like everybody just, you know, everybody is thinking a little different. They might not be super awakened but I think people are starting to become just a tiny little aware. and questioning things, you know. That's what it is. But eventually everyone is gonna be on like this awakening. And once that happens, it's over with. Everything crumbles, you know?
Now, this is my first time actually watching somebody clean up the movie theater. And I just want to say, I did not know it get this crazy. Because usually when you sitting down, it's all dark. Lights come on, everybody ready to leave. I pick my popcorn and stuff up and I leave. I don't leave my stuff there. Y'all some savages for real. And I know y'all watch movies at home. I promise you y'all don't leave y'all houses like this. Maybe some of y'all do. Can't speak for everybody. But I know I don't, man. Look at this. Look what he got to go through. They done gave that man a leaf blower because he ain't going to be able to get everything y'all done left behind in the seats too.
Come on, man. Really?
This guy put a microphone on an anthill.
Okay.
Let's listen to what these ants had to say. I beat the shit out any of these niggas in there. It don't even matter. I don't even care. What the fuck is you doing, dumbass? The fuck out the way, man. Damn, why you working extra hard, man? Shit. It's bone and biggie. I ain't gonna be working here too long, man. This shit too much. There's enough niggas out here for this shit. When the fuck we gonna eat? This guy put a microphone on an anthill. Let's listen to it.
Yo, nah, he is stupid, man. So much. Those niggas out. What the fuck is we about to eat?
What these ants had to say.
I gotta see that again. That is too funny, bro.
I beat the shit out any of these niggas in there. It don't even matter. I don't even care. What the fuck is you doing, dumbass? The fuck out the way, man. Damn, why you working extra hard, man? Shit. It's bone and biggie. I ain't gonna be working here too long, man. This shit too much. There's enough niggas out here for this shit. When the fuck we gonna eat? This guy.
She understand. Stop. No. Stop. Don't. I could point at you. I could point. Stone. Nova. What do you want? She understands. Stop. No.
One of my favorite meals to make on busy weeknights are these Sloppy Joe grilled cheese sandwiches. So let me show y'all how I do it. You're going to throw 2 pounds of hamburger meat and some diced onions into a skillet. You're going to let that start to brown. Then you're going to throw in 2 heaping spoonfuls of beef bouillon powder and mix that up with the meat and let it finish browning. Then you're going to throw in some minced garlic, let that cook for about 30 to 45 seconds. You'll drain off all that grease, throw in a can of tomato sauce, add some ketchup, a little bit of mustard. Go ahead and hit it with some salt and black pepper. You're going to add 2 heaping spoonfuls of brown sugar and mix this up while it's on low heat. Then in a separate hot skillet, you're going to take some Texas toast because it works best for this recipe. You're going to squirt a little mayonnaise on each side and let that toast up. Go ahead and throw you a couple slices of cheese on the bread and then put your Sloppy Joe meat on top of that. And then you're just going to finish this off by cooking it like you normally would a grilled cheese. And that's how I make this delicious grilled cheese Sloppy Joe sandwich. So I hope y'all enjoy this recipe. One of my...
I don't know if I can go for a Sloppy Joe grilled cheese, y'all. I feel like this is doing too much. I'm good.
That's when. Okay, enough. Don't listen to.
Look around you, everybody neglecting my wife. Guapo, put your phone down. Teach your son how to ride a bike. He keep pulling on my sleeve. Daddy, pay attention, please. He won't let me be, so here's the iPad. Turn on the screen. God damn it, let me breathe. I'm trying to read my Twitter feed. I gotta send this meme to my group chat. Daily routine. Adults are letting YouTube really raise a generation, and then we blame them for their lack of communication. This what happens when a nation's been consumed by entertainment. The whole world is a circus where clown shit to get you famous. Put your phone down and look your kid in the eye. Put your phone down. There's a whole world outside. Put your phone down. It'll leave you empty inside. Shit, a lot of us are living, but we're barely alive. Damn. Look around you.
That is true though. Hey, everything he just said. Hey, some true stuff. Put your phone down. Sometimes you do hit the phone down. Sometimes you do gotta do that. Sometimes go live, go communicate, go talk to people. You know, that's what it's about.
I hate when bitches be like, "So don't nobody do nothing for my kids but me." Wasn't nobody riding that dick but you. So what the fuck are you talking about, baby girl?
He's the one.
I hate when bitches be like, "So don't nobody do."
What? Nah, you did not just say that. All right, y'all. That's gonna do it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed that video, got something from it. got a lesson, learn something new, all that good stuff, all right? Like I always say, it's in peace, abundance, prosperity, and good healthy way. Make sure you take care of yourself. And I'll see you guys in the next upload. Peace.